Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back, everyone. Glad you could join me here today, episode 2484 of the Cabral Concept. Today's going to be a really fun show. I do this every single holiday season. And of course, this is Cyber Week, the crazy week where everything goes on sale and things are like 20% off, 30% off or more. And it's a time that you're able to maybe, stock up on some items for yourself for the following year, but get some really healthy gifts for people that you love as well. I sent this out, I believe, in an email yesterday. Hopefully you're on my email newsletter. If you're not, you can just go to stephencabral.com. And at the very bottom, there's an email newsletter sign up, or just stephencabral.com/newsletter. And you'll be able to get on there. But I love sharing the gift of health. I really do. So it's I always say this, that most people, not everybody, but a lot of people in your life, they have all the stuff that they want. They don't need more stuff. But what they don't always do is, well, one, they don't necessarily know what the healthy things are. So you can help them with that. But two, they won't always purchase those things for themselves. So what I love to do is be able to share some of my favorite healthy things that really make life better because they add to a better quality of life that you might want to look into for your own friends and family. And so all of these are kind of companies that I've vetted over the years that I use myself with my own family and that I've used with my practice. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to link up to previous years. And the reason is that on previous years, I've given you categories, below $50, below $100, below $200, and then above. Today, I'm just going to give you the 10 that I would love to see you have in your own life if you're into healthy biohacking and healthy living, but also that you might want to look at for other people as well. And they're all different price ranges. They're from $35 up to $1,000. And so there's kind of prices in there for everyone. Here's the other thing that I found, though, is that many websites now allow you to pay over time, which is kind of nice. So you can pay on a 12-month payment plan. So it could be $90 a month for a year for you to get one of these discounted saunas that I'm going to talk about today. So anyway, let's dive right into it. Again, this will be a fun show. I love sharing with you my favorite things. I've got about probably 120 resources. So if you didn't find the thing that you were thinking about, go to stephencabral.com/resources and you'll see over 100 different items. Some things are $9 and some things, like I said, are $1,000. They're all over the place. Everything from no blue light bulbs and all sorts of different things like that. That's at stephencabral.com/resources. All right, so right now let's dive into it. First and foremost, first product, I've been talking about this for quite a bit, and this is my top 10, is the Thera 360 Plus Personal Sauna. And if you didn't read my email on this or my new healthy biohacking routine, I'll link that up today at stephencabral.com/2484. That's where all the links will be. If it's a supplement, I can't link up supplements, but I can link up products. I know it's crazy, but that's what the FDA and FTC say, and so we just play by the rules. All right, so my 30-minute healthy biohacking routine, I love this. I do my infrared sauna, and the red lights are already built in. So now I get my red light therapy. I get my sauna, and I actually sit inside of it if you've listened to that podcast or saw my newsletter, and I listen to binaural beats at the same time. So stretching, meditation, red light therapy, and sauna, all in under 30 minutes. So to me, that's the ultimate biohack. I don't know anything else like it or anything else close to it for the money, because I do own expensive saunas. I owned a very expensive one from my big functional medicine wellness center in Boston, top of the line, commercial grade. I own a barrel sauna in Maine. And I own, though, this is my favorite, which is the Thera 360, because it combines the red light with pop-up. It goes up to 170 degrees. It heats up in 10 minutes instead of 30 minutes. And I can keep my phone outside of it and listen to my binaural beats. So I'm a huge advocate, a huge fan. And I'm going to link these up for you here today as well. Just again, I won't say the link over and over, but it's stevencabral.com/2484. This is certainly one of my favorites, and you'll be able to get this for at least 10% off this week as well. Again, combining red light and sauna. So I love this. It also folds down. You can put it under a couch. You can put it in a closet. You can put it under a bed, which you certainly can't do with any other sauna. So huge advocate of that. The next one is the Somavedic. So first and foremost, we know scientifically that this helps to structure water. There's a lot of research that literally shows that, okay, we get all this plastic water bottles, we get water running through PVC pipes and into our house. Well, you can put this in a glass or mason jar, whatever you want to do, and you put it within 2 feet of the Somavedic, and the Somavedic will actually restructure that water so it looks much more similar to what it would look like flowing through a stream, which means your body's going to be able to better absorb it. So I love that. So that's one feature of the Somavedic. The second is that a lot of people say, well, it blocks EMFs. It does not block EMFs, all right? The Somavedic is not supposed to block EMFs. What it does is that your body absorbs frequencies. Like that's, again, clinically proven. That is physics. You absorb frequencies, typically frequencies from the earth, right? So that's what we look at. I'll talk about that one in just a moment. But you can absorb EMFs if they're all around you. Well, the thing about the Somavedic is it emits its own frequency. And the frequency it emits is stronger and more natural for the human body. So the human body absorbs that frequency instead of the EMF. So again, it's not blocking your wireless router or anything. What it's doing is it's not allowing or enabling your body to absorb the harmful EMFs. The second is it's absolutely beautiful. Like it is a glass container, like an orb. If you've never seen it before, I don't know if we can link all these images up, but we'll do our best. And it glows at night. It's absolutely beautiful. And then it helps mitigate EMFs, and it also helps with structuring water. So huge fan of that. And I believe that's 20% off. So definitely take advantage of that. The next one is the Air Doctor air filter. Okay, so bottom line is I give these as holiday gifts all the time. This is one of my big gifters. I love the Air Doctor. It's the easiest, best air filter that I know of. They have new clinical data showing that it actually absorbs I can't even say it, but you know, the virus, right? The virus, it absorbs that virus. It traps it inside of the air filter. And that is because it absorbs or it filtrates to 0.03 microns, I believe. 300% better than your average HEPA filter. So this has a HEPA filter and a carbon filter. It removes 99.97 particles, and the same with that virus that we were just talking about. They have all different models, the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 5,000. I just sent that out in an email newsletter. Essentially, the smaller the room, smaller the air filter you need. If your room's 120 square feet, you just need the 1,000, right? And if you want, I usually use the 3,000 in most rooms because it turns over the air to a far greater degree. That's essentially half price. It's $300 savings this week. So I bought the bundle, believe it or not. So I actually bought the bundle, which is not inexpensive. Like it's fairly expensive, but it was buy 2, 3, and 5 for like half off, and then they give you the free 1,000. So I'm giving those out for gifts this year. And so, there you go. All right. The next up is the higher dose infrared PEMF Go Mat. So we talked about this at IHP Live. I talk about this all the time. This is the PEMF mat that I love. And the reason is it fits on my chair. So I can literally use it while I'm doing anything else. So I really like the PEMF mat. The Go Mat is about half the price of a full-size mat. I do have a full-size mat. I love the full-size one as part of my high-performance routine that I'll be talking about in January. But this one is half the price, and it's only because it's a couple feet shorter, so that they use less material. I mean, again, this is like 13 layers deep of what it's enabling you to do is pick up the same frequencies that you would get from the earth walking around barefoot through pulsed electromagnetic frequencies. So giving you the same exact hertz as that of the earth. So huge fan of this, of what it does for pain, inflammation, rejuvenation. That's 15% off right now. And again, we'll give you all of these links at stevencabral.com/2484. All right, the next up is the infrared face mask. I sent out an email newsletter on this about 3 months ago on a product review, and people loved it. And I know why, because my wife loves this face mask as well. She won't let me post the photos of her, although I always like to snap photos when she's doing it on the couch at night. It's literally only 10 minutes that you use it for. You can do it for 20 if you want, but it's a 10 and 20 minute setting, and it helps to rejuvenate the face, plump up the skin, improve collagen, decrease inflammation, and so much more. So it's a great red light-based therapy for the face, made of silicone, super lightweight, easy to use, and that's that. Take a little nap for 10 minutes while you're using it. All right, next on my list is the Berkey water filter. I use the big Berkey. It's 2.25 gallons. A lot of people don't know this, but you actually want to go through one full fill of your Berkey every day. You don't want the water to sit in there. So we got the 2.25. Perfect for our family. We fill it once a day. And why do I love this water filter? The truth is because it doesn't need any power. Okay. So I love whole house filters as well. I don't mind reverse osmosis. I think those are great too. But the truth is, like, okay, you're in a hurricane, natural disaster, power's out. You don't know if your water's clean coming out of your sink. Trust me, it's not. If the power plant lost power, most likely not clean. It's just better to have a Berkey. It really is. Like, I mean, honestly, you can put pond water in this. That's literally what they do for testing. So, yeah, I'm a huge advocate. We'll always have a Berkey water filter. We have others, but we'll always have a Berkey. So if you don't have a good water filter, it looks good, stainless steel. I know everybody in my family has one, and that's one I like to gift quite a bit as well. All right, this next one. This is a great inexpensive gift. Safe sleeve EMF blocking devices. I practice what I preach. I'm holding up my phone right now. It has a safe sleeve EMF blocker on it. So when I put this in my pocket, I put the safe sleeve against my body. My daughters have one on their iPads, and we have a safe sleeve laptop pad for if we're sitting on the couch with a laptop. Huge advocate of these. They work. I've tested them with my own EMF meter, and you can get 15% off this with Cabral 15 as well. All right. This is another big one that I gift all the time for the holidays. The Cozy Earth bamboo sheets. Their bamboo pajamas are out. Those are phenomenal as well. If you've not tried, bamboo basically feels like silk. Like, it feels super soft. They actually make silk pillowcases now, the mulberry silk, which is like the best for your skin on your face and hair. If you've never heard about that, I'll be talking about that more in an email as well. But you have to check these out. Honestly, you're in bed for 8 hours a night. There's nothing like these sheets. There aren't. There's nothing like these sheets. And you can save 40% with Cabral 40 with that code. Trust me, you won't regret purchasing these sheets. They're that good. All right, the next one I'm going to be talking a lot more about. One of the things that helps improve my overall deep sleep and my REM sleep is being cooler at night. So the problem is my wife's typically cold and I'm hot, right? Like, that's just how it works. And so we turn the temperature down. She has the bamboo sheet, the Cozy Earth, and then we have a comforter. And I'll be talking about the comforter in the future as well. So the thing is, though, I can't put the comforter over me because then it makes me too hot, and actually it shows me get lower deep sleep because my heart rate doesn't drop as fast and my core body temperature doesn't drop as fast. So I can only use a sheet or no sheet at all. And I like to have like a sheet over me. It makes you feel kind of more cozy, right? Here's the thing, though, and again, I'll be sharing this in the email. It's called the Sleep Me. Used to be called the Chili Pad Dock Pro. It's the brand new one. And what it does is it actually cools with a mat under your sheet, and you can put it under your, like if you have a dust mite pad or anything like that, and it actually cools the bed. So it will drop your core body temperature faster and through the night, allowing you to get more deep sleep. So if you track your biometrics and your deep sleep isn't that great, your body temperature doesn't drop, meaning like your core temperature, if you're looking at that, especially on the Aura, it's worth looking into. It really is. And you can use Dark to Cabral, all caps, for 25% off. I'll talk more about that in the future as well. That's a great one to look into. All right, here's a very inexpensive one that everybody could use, stocking stuffer or not. The Wellness whitening toothpaste, charcoal toothpaste, kind of oral health-based bundle. So this is a really nice one. They've got bamboo brushes. They've got their whitening toothpaste, which is super clean. And they've got their charcoal toothpaste that you can use 3 times a week for detoxifying the gum and mouth. So I don't know if I've talked about this yet. I don't know, actually, based on the recording of this show. But I actually switched over from another toothpaste. Again, it wasn't a bad toothpaste. It was a great toothpaste. So I'm not saying it's not. So I was using Himalayan toothpaste before this. Previous to that, what was I using? I was using Jason-based toothpaste, the fluoride-free one. And then they got bought and they started using not so clean ingredients like carrageenan. So I was using the Himalayan, which is amazing. But I was given a gift. So I was given a gift of the Wellness whitening toothpaste. I really like it because it's not overpowering taste-wise as well. So if I end up having a smoothie right after, I don't have like that mint, like super strong mint taste, and then drink my smoothie where everything tastes like mint for the next hour. But it freshens your breath and it whitens your teeth. So you can check this out. Again, with the link, I think it's 20% off most orders. And again, we'll link that up at $24.84. So that is that. And the last one, of course, is Equalife, the products that I formulate. We have now single at-home lab tests for under $100. People can find out their inflammation score, their hormones levels, minerals and metals test, and much more. Plus things like the daily nutritional support, the daily omega-3 support, daily probiotic support, the daily fruit and vegetable blend, the vitamin D. These are things that people just need in order to stay healthy. And so right now, during Cyber Week, you can save up to 25% off store-wide just by heading on over to stevencabral.com/shop. So these are all my favorites that I'm going to be gifting this holiday season. They've done a ton for me over the past 12 months. And if you're looking for even more ideas, head on over to stevencabral.com/resources, and you'll find over 100 different products, all different shapes and sizes and prices. And so hopefully this was helpful. Again, feel free to share the show if you believe it was. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing start to the holiday season. Ever wonder what the best sauna, blue blockers, sleep trackers, wake lights, salt lamps, or other health gadgets are? Or what about the top non-toxic mattresses, sheets, soaps, bath products, toothpaste, and cookware? Or would you like to know the cleanest choices for hemp parts, meal delivery services, supplements, and much more? I personally curated, researched, and now created a resource page of all of my top picks that continues to grow each week. These are the exact products I use in my own life, with my family, in my private practice, and they're the ones I trust. To find out all of my up-to-date recommendations and all the details, simply head on over to stevencabral.com/resources.